Well, I'm really sorry for the glitch of my voice earlier, but welcome to our signature segment, See the Stories on the 3-Hour News Show. Now, Indonesians just commemorated the 78th Independence Day celebration a few days ago, so today is the 21st, that means 5 days ago. Yep. The official ceremony has also successfully held at the Merdeka Palace, featured with many performances that stole people's attention. One of them was the musical orchestra.
Yes, and to talk more about it today, we have the conductor of that music orchestra itself in our studio, Eunice Tong. So, hi Eunice Tong, welcome to our studio.
How are you, Eunice?
Wow, very good. I bet it feels amazing to be entrusted as the conductor of the orchestra. But yeah, how do you feel exactly on that day?
On that day, I felt very excited. I felt, I just couldn't believe myself. I was standing on stage.
Exactly.
Wow,
and
yes.
they were like, the president was behind me, and I tried to face them as much as I could. Yeah, and then there's like so many distinguished guests, and it was just amazing.
So how was it actually to be one of the key people in the celebration?
Yes.
Was it your first time at the palace?
Yes, it was my first time.
So your first time
leading the orchestra.
Yeah, you started it with a bang, and also you are actually one of the key people in the celebration. And how did it start? And also, how was the process?
So I got contacted by Mbak Rani from Kemendikbud back in May, and then I was offered this gig, and she said, "Would you be able to?" I was like, "Of course, I would drop anything for this."
Yes, of course.
It was an instant.
Yes.
Yes.
It was it was love at first sight, basically. Yeah, I was very excited. I was very honored. It was very humbling experience. And I didn't feel like I was one of the key person. I think a lot of people took place in supporting this event. Especially, I would like to highlight the musicians.
Yeah.
The musicians, they're so talented from all 33 provinces. There are 199 of them. They work so hard, and then there's 7 coaches, and then the choreographer, everybody.
Okay, I have some questions regarding that.
Sure.
So, was it a selection process, or were you handpicked? And also, how was the process of selecting the 199 musicians?
So for myself, I think they were looking for young musicians, young conductors, and knowing Gita Bahana Nusantara, 20 years in musical excellence in this world. I was nominated, and then I got picked, basically.
Okay.
But in terms of the musicians, yes. In terms of the 199 musicians, there were 1,700 applicants.
Wow. Oh, applicants, wow.
Yes, there were 1,700 applicants, and they started the process back in February or March, I believe.
Okay.
So it's about like 10% of the applicants.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
So these are the musicians.
Yes, they were the chosen ones.
From 1,700, and then you got 199. How was it? How was the process?
It was basically, I did not take part in terms of audition process, but I do know that they had to give online.
Yep.
And then
like
after
online performance.
Online audition. And then the second time they go through this next round, they had to be there for the physical audition.
I see. Yes. So you mentioned Gita Bahana Nusantara, and you also had a concert with them.
Yes, I did.
Part of the Independence Day anniversary itself.
Yes.
So how did you manage to prepare for the 2 big events?
Well, a lot of training, a lot of rehearsals. It was very intensive. Some days there were 10 hours of rehearsals.
Wow.
Yes. I myself only starting to lead the tutti rehearsal. Tutti means like everybody together.
Yeah.
The tutti rehearsal I started on August 8, which is 4 days before the konser kemerdekaan in Kota Tua.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Before that, they had online rehearsals with the coaches. And then we all came together in Depok, which is the training center.
I see.
In August 3rd.
August the 3rd.
Yes, August the 3rd.
So all in all, how many days of preparation before the day at the Merdeka Palace?
About 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. It's less than a month.
Yes, less than a month. Yes.
Wow, it's amazing.
Now, in that process as well, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but how did you decide on the songs to be played at the concert and also at the Independence Day celebrations? How many songs were there?
We had to prepare 17 songs.
Yes.
or 17th.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's symbolic.
There you go. But for Konser Kemerdekaan in Kota Tua, we would like to showcase the musicians,
Okay.
the young musicians, and we would like to show how rich Indonesian songs are.
Yes.
I see.
So we also like to showcase the rebana, the gamelan, the ethnic musical instruments. And then for the one in Merdeka Palace, there's actually a new composition that would like to tell the stories of how capital of Indonesia has moved within 5 cities.
What's the title?
It's basically Medley Nusantara GB.
Oh, medley.
Yeah, Medley
Medley
2023.
Nusantara.
So because the capital has moved from Jakarta
To IKN.
to Jogja,
Oh, to Jogja.
I
Yes,
see.
that's true.
back and then go to Bukit Tinggi.
Go to Bukit Tinggi.
And then back to Jakarta, and then go to IKN.
Go to
Nice.
Oh,
It's a song that tells
wow.
a story.
And
of-
it's everybody's favorite.
yeah.
I don't know if you noticed,
it
there's
is.
Ondel Ondel.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's my favorite.
It's very easy listening and enjoyable to hear. And
Yes.
what is the requirement to be a participant? Like the minimum age or
Yeah.
the maximum age or like the certain degree of musical proficiency?
Let's say we have some aspiring musicians watching us at the moment.
Yeah.
So the minimum age is 16, all the way
Okay.
until 23,
Okay.
and they just have to do the process of audition.
Okay.
Yes.
So no need certificate of musical
no,
proficiency
no.
whatsoever. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Great.
It's open for public, open for anyone, for Indonesian who
Yeah.
would like to
Yeah.
be part of this. And I do encourage everybody to take part.
Oh,
it's a
no,
wonderful
I'm past that
opportunity.
age.
I'm
Because
sorry.
I
Just
do
by
play
1 year.
piano.
Because she is an excellent classical pianist.
Oh, we
And
should do a duet
little-
then.
Thank
and also, we
you.
just found out today, even us, the colleagues, we just found out, little did we know, that her dad was also a conductor.
Yeah, but the church conductor,
Yes.
he conducts choir every week.
Yes.
So,
Wonderful.
also the guests at the Independent Day celebration
Yes.
at the Merdeka Palace came from various backgrounds, of course. We have ambassadors, we
Yes.
have distinguished guests,
Yes.
we
Celebrities.
have celebrities and stuff. But how did you manage to make the orchestral music interesting and enjoyable for a wider audience? Because we all know that orchestra is not for everyone.
Yes.
Well,
Sometimes it can be quite hard to enjoy.
Quite hard to understand.
Yeah.
And some people might like a little bit to a pop side,
Yeah.
to
Right.
a jazz side,
Yeah.
and now orchestral being displayed at
Yeah.
the Merdeka Palace. How did you manage to make it enjoyable for wider audience?
I believe music is an international language
Agreed.
for
Yes,
everybody.
agreed.
Agreed.
And that's
Universal.
one. And then it's universal, right? And then number two, we all love Indonesian songs. I think Indonesian songs is the best songs
Yes.
out there.
Yes, it
no
is.
kidding. It's like the
Yes,
national song.
absolutely.
Yep.
And then knowing that, and then we have all these musicians from all Indonesia, and they just have to perform their best. No matter who is in the audience,
I see.
you will influence somebody.
I see.
And they just want to show how much they love Indonesia through music. And that's what we did. I reminded them that in this performance on the D-Day, no matter how tired we were, because
Yeah.
we had to wake up very early
Yeah,
with
sure.
the rigorous training,
Yeah.
no matter how tired we were, we are here. This is once in a lifetime chance. And that we are here for our family, for our parents, and then we need to make them proud.
Yes.
And we need to show how proud we are of Indonesia.
Yes.
And we just have to have fun. And if we have fun from the stage, then everybody would have fun.
Yes. Yes.
Is being a
And,
good motivator also a requirement to be a conductor?
Yeah, because
You're a good motivator.
motivates us, right? Yeah. And also, what I'm curious about is what's the most challenging thing, like managing hundreds of musicians?
Let alone they were young.
Yeah, young
They're
and
young.
They were amazing. I had the easy job. No
Really?
kidding, yes, because of the 7 coaches.
Okay.
If I can name them.
Yes, please, please.
Okay, there's Bu Kanti for soprano, and then Bu Indri for alto, and then there's Pak Julius for tenor, and then Pak Agus for the basses,
Yeah,
and there's Pak Ucok for the whatever you see, the ethnic, the drum,
Yep.
and then Pak Alvin for the strings,
Yep.
and then there you go, there's some of them, and then Pak Nino for the winds and brass.
Beautiful.
And then there's
so they're like the lead
choreographers.
singer for every, like
Yeah.
sopran, alto, tenor, bass. Yeah.
Right. So they are the one who trained them before I came.
Oh.
And then there's also Mbak Fitri for the choreographer. So whatever you see there,
There,
Yeah,
it's
it's
their
a-
work.
it's teamwork.
Oh, wow.
It's teamwork.
Beautiful.
So the biggest
Yeah.
challenge for me was to say goodbye to everybody.
Oh,
No way.
Because it felt like family,
Please don't
right?
say
It
that.
was very hard. We became one family. We became one Indonesia, a tiny Indonesia in
Yep.
Depok. That went to in Istana.
It's very
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah, I
to be-
moved.
To
I love
have
everyone.
this conversation
Yeah.
with you.
I love everyone.
And also to see everyone wearing Indonesian costumes. Yeah, like
Yes.
little Indonesia.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
No.
Yes, that's the whole idea behind Gita Bahana Nusantara.
Yeah.
It's just mini Indonesia
Yep.
through music.
So if there's anything that you can learn, being in such eventful moment, and also working with amazing people behind the work, what would that be? The thing that, if there's anything that you learn from them or from the process.
Yep.
Well, in every moment, in every rehearsal, there is always discipline. And as a conductor, I'm not there to lead. I'm just there to share my music,
That's a good principle.
right, because I'm nobody without them. Conductor is no one without the choir, without the orchestra
Yeah.
in front of them, without the musicians. So I am part of them. I am nobody, and we're just there to work together to share our music, share our love. That's
Yeah.
all.
I have nothing
And
more
part
to
of
say.
part of the practice is also building chemistry, right?
Yes, and I love rehearsals more than performance. I do.
Usually people do that. Me
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, all the trills and drills.
Yeah.
I love
Like,
this conversation.
what's next?
Yes.
When can I
Yeah.
stop? Or what to do? What else to push?
Yes. Okay, Eunice, we will continue our talk with her after the break. So don't go anywhere, guys.